Hello, friends. So today we are doing a 2-page layout in my flower journal, and I am taking a old piece of paper, ripping it up to use as part of my layout. And I start the process, and then so the way that I do my journaling now is I literally write down, type out what I want, and then get it printed. That way people can actually read it. I have horrible handwriting. I'm dyslexic, so there's just really unrealistic for people to read. So I'm doing this two-page spread, and I wanted flower paper for the background, but I also wanted it very, very simple. And so I find this really cute print that I thought would look really good for the backgrounds for both. And so I just cut them out. And then I find some paper for the background for my words. So I have that part all set up, like which background I want, my paper background. And then I decide I need to add a little bit of texture onto these pages. So I take some stencil, and this is a Tim Holtz stencil, and I take Vintage Photo, and I just start randomly putting the stencil down in different places on this page. And granted, when you do this, yes, you go to all this work and you put all these beautiful stencils everywhere. And I always wondered why we do this. And then you really don't see a whole lot of it, right? Because you're covering up with paper. But it's another layer to it, another background. So even if you see a little bit of it, you still see enough that it's worth it, at least to me. I'd rather add the stencil first and then do the other. And then add the pages onto it, then do the pages and then do the stencil, because last thing I want is a stencil on my papers and my layout. That I decide it's much better at the bottom. So this one I'm working on right now is so I found this picture, this flower at a botanical garden, and it had a spider web and morning dew on it, and I just fell in love with it. And so I call it the spider web flower. And what I wrote in here for it was, I took this picture at the Botanical Gardens in Denver. I loved how the water droplets hit the spider web and shine. It reminds me in life we all need support. So I wanted this journal set up to be not only photos or inspirational items of flowers that I took, but I also wanted what I write on it to be a little bit more inspirational. So when I'm feeling down and blue, I can look at these pictures and go, you know what? I love this. I love that we all need support. So, because we do. We all need help. We all need support. We all need the love, which is something I firmly believe in. We don't walk in this life alone. And I loved using this background paper just to give another layer to the text. And of course, who doesn't make mistakes? I realized, oh wait, I glued the wrong thing. Yep. And I barely put it down because I know I wanted a little bit more added to it. So I pull out my, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember the name of it. These things I'm putting down. I can't remember the name. It slips my brain, cursed fibro. Anyways, so I add this to it just to give it a little bit more layered to it. And then I finish the other side. And this is one photo I have always just liked that I took. We went and took my daughter to, this was her 16th birthday. She's never been big on parties. And so we took her and a friend to go to the Botanical Garden for that day. And of course, I have to have my camera because I'm a photography junkie. And so I had to add this little cute white flower to it. And then I add extra glue to where things are popping up, we all get that. So on this next side layout, and this is one reason why I like working both sides, doing 2-page spread at a time right now. So this next side layout, they're very similar. And I start it very similar, but then I decide, this other picture is up, so I'm going to put this one further down on the page and put my little words and decorations on the top. So the thing that I wrote with this one, I call this my butterfly flower. And I love macro photos. So this is not very up close picture of a butterfly, but good enough for my liking right now for this project. So I took this in the Botanical Gardens. It was the same trip. I love how the butterfly just sits on this flower and how beautiful it was. There's so many beautiful things in this world if we just take the time to pay attention. Which, how true is that? There's so many different beautiful sights. We live in a gorgeous world, and we are so busy in life that we forget to take our time and just look at the beauty, which is needed. So I'm trying to decide what else I want on this page, and I decide, it needs something extra. So I decided to put a butterfly on it because I just don't know what else I want to add to it. And it turned out really cute having this butterfly on here. I would love to know which of these layouts you like the best. Comment below and let me know. Thank you for joining me. You guys mean the world to me, and I really do appreciate you all. It's wonderful to have a community to just craft and people watch. Anyways, have a fabulous day. See you guys next time. Bye.